Hello, dear friends. Before I start with the disturbing trend that is the subject of this video, I want to thank everyone who helped me get to 1,000 subscribers. Wow, amazing. I had planned on doing my very first live stream on this channel to celebrate this occasion, but YouTube has blocked me from doing so. You see, I violated their community standards, and I'll explain what happened so maybe you don't make the same mistake. Sometimes I upload clips to this channel marked as private to see if YouTube has a problem with it. If so, I won't use it in my video. In the past, this has worked nicely. The last time, and I do mean the last time, as I won't continue this, I uploaded a video found on Twitter of an innocent bystander being punched by Antifa. I naively thought that since it was marked as a private video, well, you can guess what I thought. Anyway, I got a community strike, and my first live stream on this channel has another few weeks to go before I can do one. Now on to the subject at hand. Halifax Music Festival apologizes for overt racism after volunteer refuses to give spot near stage to a woman of color. Leader Pimienta frequently asked her audience to welcome people of color to the front of the stage. In turn, she requested that white people move back. I've never heard of Lido Pimienta before I read this article. I don't have an issue with an artist or anyone for that matter for choosing people they want to highlight for whatever reasons they so desire. But when you negatively impact people based on their skin color, this is the definition of racism. Reverse racism is mentioned here, a link to the full article in the description below, but we know that there is no such thing as reverse racism, only racism. The Halifax Pop Explosion Music Festival is apologizing for the actions of a volunteer who interrupted a performance by Polaris Prize-winning singer Lido Pimienta with overt racism. A statement on behalf of the festival's board of directors addresses the singer directly and promises to make changes to improve the anti-oppression and anti-racism training over the next year. We are sorry that one of our volunteers interrupted your art, your show, and your audience by being aggressive and racist, reads a Facebook post signed by Vice Chairman Georgi Dudka. The Halifax Festival says the incident involved a white volunteer photographer and several white audience members who reacted negatively when Pimienta invited Brown Girl to the front during her October 19th show. This incident, in a nutshell, is the poster child for the new authoritarian left. Some call them the regressive left or social justice warriors, or more to the point, intersectionality. They want to create an environment mainly for straight white people that is analogous to the Jim Crow South in America. They have a new hierarchy of who they favor and who they now want to sit at the back of the bus. Make no mistake, it is not equality these intersectional feminists and SJWs seek. If that was the case, they would take great pains to treat everyone equal. There is this new movement to oppress people based solely on how they were born. This is the thin edge of the wedge. Reactions from one audience member. There was a man standing behind me, an older man, who was referring to Lido as a racist because she was dividing the crowd, she says. Spot on. And that is the point of the exercise. In closing their statement, Halifax Pop Explosion organizers specifically address people of color. We are going to try our best as a festival to create ways to make our spaces safer and more accessible for you. We hope we can rebuild some trust and that you will come back to our shows. Here is a bit of advice for the Halifax Pop Explosion organizers, if you care to accept it. The best way to create spaces that are safe is to treat all as equals. In the civilized West, equality is enshrined in our laws and constitutions. When you say today it is okay to make someone sit at the back of the bus, you know that slimy, racist, cis-het white dude. Tomorrow it may just be you and the people you are trying to protect by showing a considerable lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. Do you remember the character John Watson, also known as Wonko the Sane, who lived in a curious place called Outside of the Asylum, from Douglas Adams' fourth book of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy trilogy? You see, he thought the entire world was mad and he was the only sane one. So he built a house with the inner walls facing out, so when he lived in it, the outer walls would be facing in, therefore surrounding the whole world with the asylum. The new authoritarian left reminds me of Wonko the Sane. So long, and thanks for all the fish.